It's lovely to be in your store. Tell me a little bit about Seylin and how Seylin started.
Right, thanks Otara for being here. And well, Seylin has been around for about 25 years. And it all started when my mother, Sandra Mangara, decided to start her own business. And while doing business, she also wanted to ensure that the women in the villages around her were also getting some kind of exposure, some kind of ability to earn some money. So that's kind of how Seylin started.
And where's the name from?
My mother registered the company in '86, and that's the year I was born.
Right.
So my dad asked her what she wants to call her new company, and she thought to herself, there's a crying baby in my arm, let's just call it Seylin. So not much market research, but I think it works.
And what would you say is like some of the main achievements of Seylin up to today?
Right. So I think it's important to kind of also know how we started, because when my mom started, she only started with about 15 women in the backyard of my home. So I remember as a little girl running around with, getting these girls to sew clothes for my dolls and all of that. And I think our biggest achievement is what we are now and how many people we have in our network, which is up to 1,000 in Kurunangal and also in the Eastern Province.
Right.
So I think if we were to say the biggest achievement, it would be that. And also to have carved a name, very strong name for ourselves as a fair trade supplier at a global level.
Right. Plus, obviously everything is made in Sri Lanka and
of
Sri
course,
Lanka.
And I think that just goes without saying. We're so proud of being able to give something truly Sri Lankan to the market, for being able to help a Sri Lankan woman to have within our process a Sri Lankan tradition, and also in that way to keep our heritage alive. So that goes without saying, we're truly Sri Lankan.
So tell me a little bit about the industry, the hand-loom industry.
So hand-loom is something so, I would say common to the Sri Lankan mindset, because as you may know, it's since we have a 2,500 year history in this country, with Kueni spinning the cotton wheel when Vijaya kind of landed on our shores. And it is since then that the industry has been in this country, and mostly it was kind of used as an industry or an art that was for self-sufficiency, so
right.
Make your own clothes and etc.
Yeah.
And then it came on, and in the 50s it was a vibrant industry where most of the people were even mandated to wear hand-loom during the political era of that time. But since the 70s, I would think that the industry has declined. We used to grow cotton in Sri Lanka. We used to grow gin and spin cotton in Sri Lanka, and that's how the cotton was used for the weaving. There was a vast number of weavers in the country, and since the 70s, maybe with the free trade agreement with India, we have seen the industry decline, and that is something that is sometimes natural when countries are developing, that we lose our tradition, but it is what it is now, and what Seylin does is really try to revive and keep alive the industry and the skill.
But certain countries like India and a few others have not lost Thailand, have not lost their traditions. By any means, the modern and the traditions go hand in hand.
Absolutely, and I also think that comes with the market, right? So as long as there's a market for this product in the country and globally, and if we can compete with that kind of our pricing and our design globally, then certainly the industry will stay alive. So I think it's always demand. Unfortunately, it comes down to economics. It's demand and supply. So as long as there's a demand, there can always be a supply.
Right. So don't you think that no matter what modern influences we have, no matter what new brands come in with something you can't stop in the world, but that no matter what modern influences we get, that we should always protect and our local industries, and that should thrive hand in hand with the with the changes, the modern influences?
Yeah, absolutely. It's for several reasons, right? So number one, it is of course to protect what is ours and our tradition, and the other is to support the local industries, support the local economy, to to ensure that women who are working in this industry can continue to work in this industry without maybe seeking employment in some Middle Eastern country. So I think there's several reasons why we need to buy Sri Lankan and think that this is something that is ours and be proud of it, you know. And because yes, trends are everywhere, you know, things are so fast, the world is so fast. But we like to say this is slow fashion, and of course we also need to cater to the trend, but maybe there's a plan to do that.
Right. And so what are your biggest challenges at the moment to grow the industry? I mean, not only you, I've met many people, and also mostly the people who the smaller producers and the smaller retailers who are really struggling to survive.
Yeah. No, again, because the problem, I wish the problem was only market access, because then you can create a market, right? But I think there's various. So if we can start from the smaller producer, I think there is a problem definitely of market access, but then there's also a problem of not being able to keep the correct design, because at the end of the day people want to buy something beautiful, right? Then there's also the problem of labor and the skill, which even we are facing, because you can't really find hand-loom weavers anymore. And we are really struggling with the labor, and which is quite sad and quite upsetting for many reasons, because we are trying to employ and kind of give livelihoods to people in our country, but then if there's no one to work in this industry, it's a little counterproductive. And also then there is the kind of keeping of quality. People do want quality, and then quality mainly comes with the yarn or the thread that is imported. And without saying, the import of the basic raw material for the industry is a huge challenge.
And so what in Seylin would you say are the environmentally friendly things you do in your business?
So, I mean, we take great pride in ensuring that our entire process, that is from the dyeing of the yarn and right up till the very end, that protects the environment. So one of the most hazardous areas within the hand-loom industry is the actual dyeing of the yarn that is used for production. So if you don't invest in bringing down non-toxic dye, or even invest in something that cleans the dye, cleans the toxic water as it comes out, such as a wastewater treatment plant, it is going to harm the environment, because these toxic dyes are going to enter the streams, and what happens after that. So that process has been protected by Seylin, and then as we go along, we are committed to being a zero-waste company. So everything you see in our stores, especially, and some products are made with waste. And when we say waste, it's the production of cuts and all of that, like that. Yeah. So my mom thought of that. There's all these fabrics that were just going to waste, and she said, you also saw how it's woven. It's a hard process, So how can you throw away a fabric? So she started doing a jewelry collection, which is doing really well and makes great hits, etc. And throughout the process, we are saying, okay, less plastic, less printing, less paper, and trying to bring in all these practices, which is not easy in Sri Lanka. You'll be so surprised to. Even within our company, it's so easy to grab a plastic bag and put something in. So that I'm committed to as the next generation, to really think green and reduce waste.